So I'm sure there are some questions, so take a moment, guys, to ask a question, and then maybe she'll get in the water and demonstrate on that.
That was one question. Can we see you do the third? Yes, yes, I can.
Any other questions?
When you say you'll take out the trash, do you like go underwater for it, or
Yes.
is it just taking care of this water collecting?
Yes, by the way, with underwater, I want to clarify, always take your time to go underwater. It's not like, oh, trash, let me go down, and then you're out of the air, you know. Always breathe, take your moment, go down. Because it might be a long way down, or the trash is stuck on the sand. And sometimes I also, deal with the marine life, so I have to make sure everything is safe.
Okay, I read that you take business meetings in the water.
Yes, I do. By the way, at August 19, I was part of online finance education. I was on a Zoom call in the water taking an educational online class. That was also Guinness World Record at 10. So I did Guinness World Record at 10 for finance online class in the ocean. I have a waterproof case. And I love challenging my business people who wants to do business with me and think I'm just a mermaid. That I'm like, okay, here is the view. Do you feel better now? And sometimes the business goes more smoothly, and then they are shocked that I actually have a brain as well. So it's true. You can call me if you want to test it out. Anybody else? Questions?
What's your favorite part about swimming?
The community. Seeing, so the funny thing is, I always look to make sure that my boats and everything are less harmful for climate. So last year I carbon offset most of my the flights with the Guinness, and this year I had the first electrical boat, what is like Tesla boat, and that boat went 190 miles in one charge. Came from Bahamas for me. And that doesn't harm, manatees and all that too. And it was nice because sometimes it's hard to swim over water and you have the whale coming through your mouth. Any more questions? There's nothing to learn?
I want to see you swimming there.
The breaststroke or the fin?
Both.
Oh, talking about breaststroke. Wait, Sean mentioned I did ice swimming. Yeah, I did 2019. I got invited to ice swimming world championships. I jumped on a plane from Miami, and next day I swam on ice championships. I swam better than I swam in a pool that time. I guess a pool is making a difference. But everything is mind. Everything is mine. I could easily say that I'm just gonna swim 25 and test it out and see later. No, I went straight 200. I got silver medal in the world championships. I broke some records, and I'm actually hosting in March another world championships in ice because they might be part of Winter Olympics soon. Yeah, and there was 1,500 athletes in 42 countries. That tells you that people think positive instead of thinking negative and get it out from the situations.
I have a quick question. I know you probably don't get tired, but is it because you exercise a lot or is it because it's mental?
It is mental.
Okay.
So when I swim, of course I get tired, plus I have extreme anemia, plus asthma and, all these things. What helps me a lot is a good nutrition. Making sure I'm on top of the game with my nutrition, top of the game with my sleep. When you have a chance, I don't watch TV because I rather sleep or rather stretch or rather rest. And if I watch TV, you can stretch at the same time. You can multitask. If I can take a business course in the ocean, it's called multitasking. Anybody can do it.
Thank you.
Any more questions?
In the Olympics. So what country do you represent now?
Estonia. Yes, still.
Coach, can you just explain a little bit about doing 1% more? What does that really mean?
That means like, so for example, today you guys had a chance not to show up. It's late, it's rainy. Instead of that, or whatever this thing, some mermaid, I go home, watch Netflix, TikTok. But instead of that, you guys showed up here. That's already 1% making a difference. Showing up. Any moment when we are like, oh, I don't want to do this, that's the moment when you should remind yourself, today I should do this. When you are going out to eat and you just want to grab, the plastic forks and this and that, ask yourself, maybe I have already a fork in my bag. Do I need to grab this? It's the moment when you start doing this and giving up, that's when you lose the 1% of being better than you were yesterday. Right? It's like brushing your teeth. You have to show up. Try. At least try. Anybody? Anywhere? Anybody? Nobody? By the way, I have to tell you guys that this year in Florida, the water was hot 101 degrees for 2 weeks in a row. It was the hottest. It was the hottest. So we all have to come together and do better. The corals died, left and right. And whatever you do in New York matters in Florida. Whatever we do in Estonia matters for New York. Don't forget that. Because if we can go to TikTok and Instagram and have conversations with people around the world and follow celebrities in Italy and Spain, we can make a difference also in our local areas. Because we are closer than ever, thanks to this world. So it matters what you do in your community. It matters what you're doing in your high school. It matters what you're doing in your work. It matters. Don't forget that. Don't let that white noise and bubbling things in your head go over you.
Thank you. So our coach is getting ready to do her swim.